Alright, so this game is getting real interesting real quick. And as always, thank you guys for all the support on Starfield. Each and every episode, you guys are making this series just fantastic. Let's get right back into more Starfield. Okay, where do we leave off here? What are we doing here? Unity. Theo believes the word unity may have hidden me sanctum. Talk to keep Aquilus. Talk to the keeper. There I have for me.
Remember our last conversation? When you told me, well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our... Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might... Oh, well, sure. It's not an...
I don't know what that would be kind of pertaining to. Okay, the sanctum should be over here. New Atlantis back just like it never changed. It never got invaded. If only our modern world was able to clean up disasters this quick.
Full spacesuit.
Oh, they complimented my suit. Appreciate it. Are you the person I need to speak?
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
We think your church is connected to a group of space weirdos. Nice.
Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Yeah, because we can't talk about super secret squirrel stuff in public, you know? We gotta go in where all the secret squirrels can't know our secrets. I don't know where I'm going with this. Go inside. We also learned that Mateo's part of this sanctum. I'm gonna assume based off, you know, his glorious little medallion that he has on his head.
Some folks never feel it. That connection to the universe.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. And I think I can help. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Maybe he's a Starborn.
I'm not sure if he was, but if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible.
I need facts.
I understand you have doubts, but walk with me just a little bit further. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? But what if it does? Not my version, obviously, but the House of Enlightenment. Varun. I've spoken to them before, but I never thought of scrutinizing their answers for clues. Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth. Oh yes, typically. But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I've visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well. And if you need directions to the Enlightened, they have a branch in the well helping the poorest citizens of New Atlantis find a better life for themselves.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Okay, well, that's probably the best lead we have. I guess it'll have to do. Okay, where is this person kept now? Commercial district, New Atlas, West End, 210 meters.
It's a shame House Varun abandoned their embassy.
Reed is hiring the best and brightest of today and future.
We should get our thieving up. We should rob the bank. We have to go there. Spaceport. Okay, talk to the Varun prisoner. I think they're gonna give us the best.
Oh, I've always liked that statue.
They're gonna give us the best results possibly. Although I don't know if we can go in here. We have a $500 bounty on us.
How's the investigation going?
I need to talk to your prisoner.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Oh,
There's
shoot,
something I
wrong
need to
button.
talk to you about.
A visitor? He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
I backed out
Perhaps
accidentally.
you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The Great Serpent waits.
Ooh.
That is...
You just jump past that because we already heard it.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
Not gonna lie, I grew tired of listening to you.
When you have the time, of course.
Oh, that was like the greatest, most annoying, frustrating poem I've ever heard. That made 0 sense. When I literally talk about in one ear and out the other, that's how I felt about that conversation. Jemison Mercantile? Oh, we're taking an elevator. The well. Well, this is gonna go well. There's a lot of well jokes there. It was well planned.
For you? I have something I need to discuss with you. Yes?
What could you possibly have to discuss? security office.
You look like you need something.
House of the Enlightened. It's a very enlightening area.
You're a man who takes pride in your work. I appreciate the praise, but I wouldn't say it's anything special. It may not be the case. but
Interesting.
second home.
It appears we've struck a nerve.
I don't really have a first.
Just today, saw it.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I
I
help
mean, if you want to give us food, sure.
Did Keeper Aquilus send you? Oh,
Interesting. It appears we've struck a nerve.
listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
I mean, it's a better answer than what we got from the girl.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
I also hate that the number 2 with a fiery passion. You know what? Let's do it just for fun.
That's what you got out of that, huh? Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Thing.
Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but that's about all I've got. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Well, hopefully it's enough.
Doing okay?
Hopefully it's enough. Because we gotta figure out something about the Starborn, because that's brutal.
Have a nice day now.
Not gonna lie, the story started out kind of slow, and then it kind of picked up, and then it kind of teetered off, and now it's just like a huge punch in the face, like just like, whoa, what the heck happened? Just changed the entire dynamic of it. So the up and down is kind of really cool, very Bethesda-like, to be honest with you.
her back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Was there anything else? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
That's how I feel too. Next planet I find, I'm naming Dum Dum.
Well, I suppose that'll make someone laugh. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey.
Thanks.
I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified?
I don't know, man.
It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the Pilgrim searched for?
Ancient humans thought the concept of gravity was miraculous. Until we know more about the Unity, we also could be jumping to the wrong conclusions.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
You could say it's been enlightening.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Okay, now we need to go to Indum 2. In here? We have. We've been here twice.
Time to move on.
Go to Pilgrim's Rest.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
All right. Let's pick this up in the next episode, guys. We will see you then.